The craziest ways narcissists will hide their behavior from you. I'm glad you could join us again on this channel. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Self-centeredness is pathological in narcissists, which means they can't think logically or give reasonable explanations. They are too preoccupied with themselves to notice the obvious, such as their children and their financial obligations. So let me just say right off the bat that they are slovenly and untidy. Never expect an apology from a narcissist. Until they have no other option, they refuse to admit error. When they say they're sorry, they never truly mean it. They are unable or unwilling to accept responsibility for their actions, so they must always place the blame on someone else. Here are 3 strategies that narcissists use to avoid taking responsibility for their flaws. They won't feel remorseful if they're caught red-handed. As an alternative, they will do whatever it takes to put things right. Narcissists would rather not admit they have flaws, even when there is no one else to blame but themselves. By recreating a past event, they hope to prevent themselves from being confronted by it. Nobody cares a fig about it outside of this setting. Narcissists have a hard time taking criticism because it is now directed at them personally. Because of this, playing it cool will make them think you're on their side. You are one of the most important factors in a narcissist's ability to have a productive makeup or reconciliation conversation. Longer games give them a better chance of victory. It makes no difference if the narcissist is a loved one, friend, or a romantic interest. If a narcissist knows they have hurt you, they will still go to great lengths to avoid the shame of an apology. Perhaps they are avoiding you because they don't want to air their grievances with you. Then they'll approach you bearing gifts and act as if nothing happened. If their plan works, they will understand how you feel about them. A narcissistic ex may try to patch things up with you if you act like nothing ever happened. If you choose to adopt their strategy, you're asking for trouble because it always ends up resuming the same destructive behavior. Narcissists always resort to the same strategies. The point is to make you see how helping out once more can only help you. After a few months or even weeks, you'll notice they've reverted back to their old ways. Narcissists are easily triggered into dwelling on their own wrongdoings if you remind them of them over and over. They may make a concerted effort to bring up the past in order to make you feel vulnerable. Get over your interactions with the narcissist and learn to love and value yourself more if you want to move on with your life. Narcissists are evaluated based on the merits of their individual actions. Nonetheless, they refuse to admit wrongdoing or provide an apology. However, they will not hesitate to pin the blame on you if you are at fault. They will try to persuade you that the fault is all yours the more you refuse to accept it. They can no longer let their blatant hypocrisy go unanswered. Narcissists are so afraid of being called out on their behavior that they give their victims a lot of leeway. The narcissist may also put on an act as though they accept your claims even though they do not. They will act as if they are actively listening to you because they want you to think they are interested in what you have to say. Given these and other factors, the narcissist may express remorse. In contrast, this has never and will never be the case for a narcissist. They didn't mean a single thing they said. As they have no moral compass, narcissists give no thought to the consequences of their actions. No way are they going to take the blame for something that wasn't their doing. No longer able to defend themselves, they may feel compelled to offer apologies for everything. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions and apologizing, they simply say, "Okay, I'm sorry." Consequently, they are always on the lookout for ways to appear reasonable while avoiding responsibility. They're constantly coming up with new excuses for their bad behavior. It's just a way out for them. As a third point, when narcissists are unsuccessful in their pursuits, they frequently turn to seduction to get what they want. When problems arise in a relationship, a narcissist will often resort to verbal and physical abuse rather than working to fix things with their partner. They have mastered the art of emotional manipulation through the use of flattery. The narcissist will try to win your trust by making you believe that they are blameless and therefore deserve your pardon. For them, you are just another piece of a chess game. These predators often use the promise of intimacy to persuade their victims that they have changed and only want a sexual relationship. Don't let this distraction technique convince you the situation isn't more dire than it appears. How could you possibly put your faith in them after all the lies they've told? Obviously, if they were able to pull it off once, they probably could do it again. Instead of fixing the real issue, they kiss and make up. They can't just make sweeping generalizations about the current state of affairs and suggest surface-level adjustments. Selfish people have a hard time taking responsibility for their actions and don't see the point in apologizing to anyone, including themselves. Repairing a broken relationship requires acting as though you still share common ground with your ex. However, our objective is to help the narcissist emerge from their own fog of delusion and into the cold, hard reality. We can't afford to give them another chance to hurt us here, or we might lose everyone. There will be zero tolerance for this. In closing, I appreciate you taking the time to watch and consider this. Fill out the comment section below with your ideas on the matter. Subscribe to this channel and enable bell notifications if you want to be notified when new videos are posted. The only thing we can say is how much we appreciate you hearing us out. Please understand how much your help means to me. Thanks.